valuable when they are used to strengthen the communities from which you come. As you look ahead, remember that future will not be defined only by the people whose names appear in the history books. It will be shaped by ordinary Nigerians who choose every day to do extraordinary things with honesty, excellence, and perseverance. The engineer who designed safer infrastructure, the scientists who develop life-changing innovation, the software developer who creates technologies that improve healthcare, the entrepreneur who creates jobs, the teacher who inspires inventors, the doctors who save lives, the public servant who chooses integrity over inconvenience. This is important. This is important for our national growth, because we have today, there is that feeling, if it's to do with government, just forget it. Because you are not bribing, you are not cutting corner, you will not be successful. But right in front of us right here, we've seen people who were in government and they are successful because they abide those values. John Momo is an example. He was a reporter in NTA. And at the time I knew John, he was still working with government. And we got him to it was NTA we engaged to cover a program on the first gas seminar we had in Warri, and that was when we crossed paths. He did his job so well, not looking for anything. And with that, when he came out to be on his own, it was easy. There are people who were, just support like that, because he was honest, committed to his job. Abike is one, for example, we knew her from NTA down to, mostly from NTA as a matter of fact, and yes, she talked about scholarship, but she merited it. It's not, there are many people, by the grace of God, ACO as a company has sponsored all over the world, and we don't talk about that, because personally, I believe I own my nation some duty to also give back, because I also benefited from federal government. So this should be the spirit. This should be the spirit. I know today the young ones are challenged because those opportunities we had at our time are no more there. But that must not make you give up hope. You must not. Just believe you can do it, and you don't know where it will come. Just like last program, we promised, yes, we're going to see what we can do, and we have a partner on the tab, Inspire, who have developed a process used in other parts of the world. So look, the challenge we have in our country today is when people come out of work, come out from school, they are not employable. Why? Is it that they are not intelligent? No, they are intelligent. What is it? What is responsible? Many a time, because they don't know Mr. ABCD, they cannot have no access to work. It shouldn't be. So that program has taken them through a course, 4 months course, that will be discussed later. And I really hope you listen to it, to see how some Nigerians can also be encouraged to grow. And we hope that process will go beyond starting from this point. But whatever life takes you, do not lose lose sight of your connection to this country. The knowledge you acquire, the relationship you build, and the experience you gain become even more valuable when they are used to strengthen the communities from which you came. As you look ahead, remember that the future will not be defined only by people. Sorry, I'll come back a little bit. These are the people who quietly build nations. My challenge to each of you is simple. Never stop learning. Never stop asking questions. Yes, somebody can say you are asking stupid questions. Be calm, but ensure you know what your goal, because your goal determines the kind of questions you ask. If you don't get it from Mr. A, you can get it from Mr. B, C, or D to Z. Choose integrity, even when no one is watching you. Treat people with respect. This is important. This is why the Asian countries, they are advancing at a very high speed, because respect one another is given. What's the arrogant about? Then look for problems worth solving. There are problems not worth solving. There are some that are worth solving. But look for those ones and be a solution. And remember that success is measured not only by what you achieve for yourself, but by the opportunity you create for others. When the experience of our diaspora is combined with energy, creativity, and ambition of our youth, supported by investment in science, technology, and innovation, Nigeria will strengthen its healthcare system, create jobs, stimulate research, attract investment, and accelerate national development. At our group, we believe deeply in the potential of Nigerian youth. We believe that the next generation of engineers, innovators, healthcare professionals, researchers, business leaders, educators, and policymakers is sitting in this room. Among you, one of you will be in those positions. Don't see your coming here as just coming for just a conference. See it, you are going to take something away from here, that in the next 5, 6, 7, 10 years time, you remember that you were in this forum and you took something away and makes you better and become in your own profession. Some of you will build companies that will employ thousands. And I tell you, some of those foundations are ready. Of channel television today, it's about 30 years, employing hundreds of people. The success of the Dangotes of this world, who started business just about the same year with me, employing thousands of Nigerians, and a number of other companies. These are some foundations for which you younger ones can build. Before this team of people, this team of entrepreneurs, it was very difficult, because if we're not a foreign company, there was no way you can compete in some of these sectors. I could not, but it was just a case of audacity, daring it, and good enough you have some Nigerians. At any given time, let me tell you, there are Nigerians who want to help. In spite of all the bribery, corruption, everything you hear about, there are Nigerians, they are just there to help people who want to grow. So be lucky to get across those Nigerians. They don't do it for money. They don't do it for anything. Oh, you're in Nigeria, I want to support you. So I want you to take advantage of this. I believe some of you will transform healthcare, some will shape policy, the policy we are talking about today that we know it has a challenge. Some of you one day will come and say, look, let's do it right, let's do it better. Some will transform communities in ways you cannot imagine as of today. And when that day comes, I hope you will remember that greatness is built not by one defining moment, but by the small decisions you make every single day. On behalf of everyone at ACO Group, I congratulate the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission for this remarkable initiative and thank them for the opportunity to partner in investing in the best asset is people. To every young person here today, I wish you the courage to dream boldly, the discipline to work diligently, and the wisdom to use your talents in service of something greater than yourself. And when I put there to congratulate the NILCOM, the Nigerian Diaspora, I was saying, am I not repeating it so much? But yesterday, on Mr. President's speech, he repeated it about 4 times, congratulating the commission. So I'm not doing too much by commending them. So thank you very much. Thank you, Akuku. Great man. Chairman.
Well, we said it last year, but it wasn't the same group this year. I also want to now commend Engineer Alfred Okoyegun and tell you a bit of my story, how I got to know him. As a reporter at the Nigerian Television Authority, he will invite us to cover. Mr. Momo were the big guys, who were the small girls. He will invite us to cover his events, and I'll do the work diligently. I'll cover his event, do it very well, and because I was doing it very well, he will say, look, I want Abike to cover my report, and I never asked for a brown envelope. No, just did my job and left. And he was observing. Then came this time, I was admitted to Harvard University for a leadership course, which would cost me about $10,000 to $50,000, which I didn't have. So I went to Mr. Okoyegun. I said, I have this admission at Harvard, and I really want to develop myself. You know, he didn't tell me to go and come back. He just said, done. I was shocked. He paid for my Harvard course, and also paid for my ticket, business class ticket, to go to the United States. And why I'm telling you this story is that hard work pays. And when you do the work, don't expect anything. When you work hard, somebody will look for you. So I never knew that would get me, and that Harvard course led me into politics today, because challenge us that, listen, you're in a developing economy, you're a journalist, you can get involved in the leadership of your country. And I got back and I was encouraged. I was just motivated to go into politics. And with the support of Mr. President, who was our governor and leader then, I won my seat into House of Representatives 3 times. And today, here I am.
Give a round of applause.
So, give him a round of applause.
Give Engineer Okoyegun a round of applause.
So as he said, there's always somebody eager to help. But put yourself in a way that you carry yourself with integrity, with dignity, and respect. Thank you, Mr. Okoyegun, for all you do. He's one of the few quiet billionaires in Nigeria. He doesn't make any noise. He's a decent gentleman. And guess what? As a journalist, I became a friend to the and we're still friends till today. So you never know where it comes. Thank you, Mr. Okoyegun. Can we give
Thank you.
mid-com round of applause? Oh, yeah.
Mid-com round of applause, the way we do it. Engineer, come back. I have a surprise for you. Yes. For the great job you have done, we want to surprise you. Chairman, just by your side. He did something, and what he did, ACO sponsored talent acceleration program, TAP. They want to surprise you. They're just by the corner. If you look by your left, you see them. Wow. Start coming. Come over. This is ACO sponsored talent acceleration program. Make it speed with speed.
Thank you so much. Last year I was in this hall like all of you. My name is Ujwana Goni, and I have sincere appreciation for you, sir, Engineer Alfred. I'm a beneficiary of your sponsorship for the TAP Inspire program, and my teammates and I, we have an award to give to you. It's a little token, but it's from the depths of our heart. We want to say thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your work. Thank you for investing in the youth. Thank you for everything you're doing for us. God bless you. Thank you, sir. And also to you, Ma. It's for your great work. And last year we were all here on this platform at the NIDCOM event. We want to thank you for your persistent work in the Youth Summit. We are most grateful for your contribution towards the youth. I'm a beneficiary of your work, and for the depth of my heart and for my team members, also from Mr. Paul and Madam Mogre, our facilitators from TAP Inspire, we say thank you. We really appreciate it.
ACO staff here, please come up stage and join the group GMD for this award. Just ACO staff here. Make it fast up to the stage. ACO staff. Our own chairman, Channels Television, please come up stage. Come up stage. This cannot be complete without you there. Ambassador Nick Ella, please come up stage. Ambassador Nick Ella, come up stage and join this group photograph.
Uncle staff, please come up. Ambassador. Okay. Ambassador is there. Cuban ambassador, our dear friend, come up stage and join this. That's a good one. Okay, thank you. Internal submission. We'll just come on stage here and deliver your goodwill message. There's no take to ignore. We're going to have you here. Thank you. We have on stage Chairman Channels Television, John Memo. So you're welcome.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. You could hear the voice. Yes.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon.
I'm just trying to do a joke. But good morning to you all. I'm really excited and very delighted to be here with you today. I couldn't make it yesterday. I missed yesterday's event. I watched it. It was a very good event. It was a breaking ground, as the case may be. And I was quite delighted with the words of the president and the way he came across to the Nigerians in diaspora. I just want to say that the Nigerian Diaspora Commission has a lot of kudos to collect from all of us. And I know that over and over again, applauses have been given to the chief executive, Dr. Mrs. Abike Dabiri and her team, right from the presidential office. But I want to implore us again to put our hands together for her because she's done such a great job. They say clapping is not too much, applause is not too much. Thank you. The theme of this conference, of this summit, it's very laudable, it's very well thought out. I will be giving a keynote in the evening today on healthcare and how the initiatives of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora can help with development in Nigeria. So I'll save the best for the last, but I just want to also touch on the fact that Engineer Alfred Okoigu and myself have come a long way. He's a man I cherish very much. As a matter of fact, I was the master of ceremony for his wedding. And so we've really come a long way, and we've been friends ever since. I respect him. I like the work he does. I like his contribution to Nigeria and Nigerians in diaspora and to Nigerians here back at home. I think that, in each and every one of us and the youth among us today, there's a lion sleeping in each and every one of us. All we need to do is to wake it up. And then we can see that the sky will not be the limit, but the starting point for each and every one of us. Thank you very much indeed. Enjoy yourself. Congratulations to NITCOM. Congratulations to you all. Congratulations to those who will be receiving laurels this evening. I just want to say that believe in our country, Nigeria. This is the Mecca of the world, of the black race. And if in 2050 we're going to be the third or fourth largest country in the world, there will be a lot of challenges, but I think the prospects are more than the challenges. So have a wonderful time, and as they say in Nigeria, without ending any speech, God bless you all. Thank you.
I have to quickly borrow that privilege to have a handshake with him. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please can we clap for this legend? Can we do that, please? Just in case you're seeing or hearing about him for the first time, he has been he has transformed the broadcast sector, and he has been there for more than 35 years of television broadcasting. He's an amazing and special Nigerian. He's a journalist and broadcaster, chairman, CEO of Channels TV. Please, one more time, can we clap for John Momo? Let's do that, please. Thank you very much, sir. We celebrate you. We'll go straight to our summit. I've been directed that we should go straight to our panel discussion, and I will have the privilege to invite the moderator as soon as he steps on stage. I will now invite the panelists that will be having the conversations with him. Let me invite our moderator for this segment. He's a youth development expert, and of course, he's an amazing Nigerian from Canvas Institute in New York, United States of America. Please let me invite Honorable Bobby Digi Olusa. Please can we put our hands together for him. Okay, while he's sitting, he's asked me to invite everyone that will be on the panel discussion with him. Let me invite from Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis and founder of Rooted in Nigeria, I'd like to invite Professor B.C. Ademuyiwa. Please can we put our hands together for him. He's a breast medical oncologist. Oh, she will join online, so we're going to have her join online. Let me also invite, very respectfully, from National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, I'd like to invite Assistant Commander General. Let me invite Nnauka Kelechi Esquire. Assistant Commander General of Narcotics. I think she deserves another round of applause. Please, can we knock the clap? Let me invite, very respectfully, a clinical pharmacist and founder of Ribbon Range Foundation in Lagos, Ms. Moronike Eniola. Please can we put our hands together for her? Thank you, ma'am. You're welcome. Nigerian American basketball star, I'd like to respectfully invite Ejimofo Anosike. Please can we put our hands together for him? No, Anosike, you give us some sports. You just run on stage and just put a bit of... Okay, actually easy. Okay. I thought you just threw the ball at me quickly. I'd like to invite the founder and chief executive of UVO Foundation. Let me invite Dr. Faith Adole. Please can we put our hands together for Dr. Faith? Veteran broadcaster is coming up next as his far junior colleague. Let me with all due respect invite Mr. Umayo. Please can we put our hands together for this veteran broadcaster? I think the clap should be a little louder. When I was watching him do his job, I think I was in primary school then. We celebrate you, sir, very specially. I'd like to invite also, very specially, the group head branding and communication of Arcon Group. Let me invite Christopher Okogu. Please can we put our hands together for him? One more seat, and that seat is for a very special person. Of course, coming up on stage last, but not the least, very wonderful champion in his field, the Chief Executive Officer of CC Intelligence. Please, let's invite very specially Dr. Umerim Odogu. Please, can we put our hands up for Odogu? Let's give him an Odogu clap. Let's do that, please. I like to establish the fact that Professor Olabisi is already online. Professor Olabisi Ademuyiwa, she's a breast medical oncologist, and she's online. She is from Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis and founder of Rooted in Nigeria. We celebrate you. She has ignited a generation of Diaspora youths, and she's doing very well, perfectly in doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, I will hand this panel over to our moderator, Honorable Bobby Digi Ulisa. Moderator, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I want to make sure this mics are right. In the back, if you can hear me, say good morning. Good morning. Okay, I need more. In the front, good morning. Okay. So my name is Bobby Digiolisa. I've been tasked with keeping this panel discussion at 30 minutes. So I will need everyone to work with me, okay? So what we'll do is, I want us to just keep intros to just about a minute. So, that way we can keep everything on track. I want to get to the questions and answers very quickly. So, today we're privileged, and I want to stand on all existing protocols, acknowledging Mama Diaspora, ARCO, and all of the dignitaries, Jamomo, and everyone, the ambassadors. So, standing on existing protocols. As we start, today I'm privileged to be joined by outstanding panel representing healthcare, law enforcement, philanthropy, sports, media, communication, and innovation. Each of our panelists has dedicated their career to creating opportunities, solving problems, and inspiring others. So I'd like to begin with the question, and the first thing I'd like you to do, if we go across, just take a minute, and I'll start from the top. Just take a minute to introduce yourself, and then we'll move along till the last panelist, if you could. Thank you.
Sure, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Faith Adole. I am the founder, CEO, and president of the Yuval Foundation. Yuval stands for United Vessels of Love. We're an international healthcare relief organization, also known as an NGO here. We're based in the United States. Also, we have an office in Abuja. We do international healthcare relief in 6 countries, including the United States and then 5 nations in Africa. We work in the areas of medical outreach, health education, clean water sanitation, and also women's empowerment. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Good morning, everybody. My name is E.J. Onosike. I'm a professional basketball player. Also the president and founder of the Ano Cares Foundation, an NGO I started for children all over the world to take advantage of opportunities and resource and network to create a better life for themselves. And also the chairman of Ano Global Holdings based in Hong Kong, a platform that's used to also create opportunities for children. It's a pleasure to meet all. It's a pleasure to be here, and there's no greater feeling than being back home in Nigeria after living and traveling the world.
Good morning, everyone. I represent the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. I'm Assistant Commander General of Narcotics, Norka Kenichi, as earlier introduced. And I bring the warm felicitation of the aggressive drug seizure of our times, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa. I'm sure he's a household name. Everybody has heard about him. He brings his warm greetings. Of course, we know what the agency is all about. We combat drug abuse and illicit drug trafficking. Thank you very much.
I'm Morenike Eniola Olaoshebikon, and I am adjunct faculty of the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences at the University of Alberta. Owned multiple pharmacies over the years, and also the CEO founder of the Ribbon Rouge Foundation. Ribbon Rouge Foundation designs, deploys, and supports pharmaceutical manufacturing. And in Canada, we built a facility that supplied over 2,000 bottles of drug shortages of shorted acetaminophen, paracetamol, and over 1,000 kilograms of 1,000 different medications produced over 3 years. And the Ribbon Rouge Foundation is bringing that innovation to Nigeria to deploy pharmaceutical manufacturing, hopefully across the country over the next 14 years. And I'm glad to be here. Woo!
Thank you. Once again, Bobby Digi, CEO of Canvas Institute. We are a youth empowerment organization based in New York. We've empowered over 60,000 young people in the years that we've been in operation. We just celebrated our 20 years Youth Empowerment Summit in New York. Happy to be partnering with NICOM and all the great work they're doing. And we are opening up a chapter here in Abuja also. So look forward to collaborating with everyone that's spoken. And it's an honor to moderate this event.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And good morning. My name is Kirian Umayo, a veteran broadcaster, retired from the NTA in 2017, and currently runs a communication outfit, Kinley Communication Ventures Limited. I'm also involved in an NGO dedicated to science, technology, and innovation, having covered science for over 20 years while in service. And I'm glad to be here today to be part of this honorable gathering. Let me see this opportunity to please celebrate John Momo, because growing up, my mother at some point nicknamed me John Momo because I usually watch the television when he's there. So I'm glad to see you today live and direct. I'm glad to see you. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Chris Okoigan. I'm Group Head of Branding and Communications at Akko Group, which is one of Nigeria's leading engineering, maintenance, and technology companies. And I've also had the pleasure of helping to work in our youth development program with TAP Inspire, who are present here today. Very, very honored to be on this panel with so many qualified experts, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Emiri Udogu. I'm a medical doctor and I have a master's in data science, and I'm also an alumnus of Earth Data Research UK. I realized that Africa does not lack data. What we just lack is organization of this data and accessibility. And Africa contributing 25% of global disease burden, but we only represent 1.1% of clinical trials globally. And that is why we are building Sensitive Intelligence, which is going to be Africa's most trusted intelligence infrastructure, a data backbone that every government, industry, and health institution will depend upon for critical decisions. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. Moving on. So what I'd like to do is, because of time, so we know that Nigeria is one of the youngest countries in the world with over 70% of its population under age of 35. And we've heard early on that in the year 2050, we're going to be one of the third largest nations in the world. And we think about our young population, and of course this is our Youth Empowerment Summit. So my question and I want to start with Professor BC. You've built an international respected medical career while maintaining strong ties to Nigeria. How can the Nigerian diaspora better mentor, invest, and create opportunities for young professionals here at home? Okay. Can you hear us? Can you hear me? We're not getting the audio from... I see you talking, but we can't hear you. All right, so let me come back to you. So we'll come back to you once the audio gets taken care of. Narika Kenichi from NDLA. Many young people become vulnerable to crime and drug abuse because they lack opportunity. Beyond law enforcement, what practical steps can communities take to keep young people on the right path?
The community, of course, the community has a large influence on how a child, in community, you can engage them, and when we're talking about community, we're talking about traditional heads, the traditional rulers of community, having that burden of that moral authority to make sure that children are well educated about drugs and then the negative influences of consuming them. There can be, of course, there can be youth groups in the community who should move around to tell people about drugs, because at times it's misinformation that actually brings about this whole. But if you're properly informed, then you better be guided about, what will, against vulnerabilities that can make you become an addict or make you abuse drugs. Even if you're somebody, you have like some stressors and other things that can induce you to abuse drugs. Once you're well informed through volunteer groups, through education, through moral, that's prevention messaging, telling the community, having some earmarked set of people, like age groups, like the volunteer community heads, preaching the say no to drugs long and like it's an everyday type of thing, to avoid people getting misinformed or people straying away and abusing drugs. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Thank you. And if you could share just one guiding principle to the young people who are sitting in this room, what would that message be to them?
For me, what I've always felt is that you should be a master of your mind. When you're a master of your mind, no matter the coercion, no matter the pressure, you will stand on your grounds and say, I won't do that. So life skills, your ability to navigate through daily decision-making, interactions, relationships, without knowing that you must never allow that to cross into drug abuse, because it's very destructive. A lot of people go into drug abuse and they never come out of it. That's the danger. So I always tell people, no matter the coercion, no matter the friendship, no matter the peer pressure, no matter the curiosity, no matter the experimentation, say no and mean no. Because if you cross that first tryst, what usually follows after is like a life of doom and destruction. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. Would anyone else like to add to that before I move to the next question? Okay. All right, so, and my brother, Jay Mofor. So sports teach discipline, resilience, and teamwork and leadership, right? What lessons from athletics can help young Nigerians succeed in any career they choose? And of course, as a deterrent to drug usage, what could you contribute? What could you offer?
Well, for instance, for many that don't know my background, I'm the youngest of 8 children. My mother's here, she's over there. She's a registered nurse. She raised us in the inner city of New York City, Staten Island, and it was a tough neighborhood where gang violence, drug use, drug distribution was all prevalent. For us, being a Nigerian immigrant household, she was very strict on us and preached education. But in those times, in those days, finances wasn't easy to put 8 kids in college for us to have opportunities. We turned to sports for many of us. And because of sports, I learned the values of discipline, self-belief, confidence, perseverance, and most importantly, the rule of consistency. And that's something that all around the world and every event I do for children, I always try to push and teach them. A dream is something, is a vision that you believe that it was given to you for a reason. Everything that it takes to make your dreams come true is on you. You have control over that. And through the use of sports and basketball, it's something I love since I was a young kid. It allowed me to go to university, get 2 masters, get my bachelor's all for free on a scholarship just because of the talent. And as my mother would say, she's here now, she was very strict on us as a kids to say no and to stay away from the negative influences, and sports kept us busy. But not only sports that can keep you busy and keep you on the right path in life, is any passion a child will have, whether it's music, whether it's studies, whether it's school, engineering, any habits. You just find something that you're really passionate about that you won't let anything external disturb it. And that's something that every child around the world should look for. And most importantly, believe in yourself. Life's a journey. You never know who you may meet. You know, I'm happy to meet all of you guys, and you know, it's just the beginning of something special.
Love that. Love that. I love the fact that you shouted your mother out, who I happen to know because we're all from Staten Island. But just real quick before I move on, obviously it wasn't that easy and you encountered some challenges, especially for the young people here, right? Because it's easy for us to say, yeah, get into sports, get into this, but what are some of the challenges, that peer pressures that you faced, and how did you overcome those peer pressures?
That's a really big one. I always learned that you're a product of your environment. The people you surround yourself with is eventually the person you become. For me, I always knew I wanted to play sports, and I also wanted to use sports to create a better life for myself and my family, given the situation that you're in. But most importantly, when it comes to peer pressure, you have to look at life as one continuous race. You know, there's no one finish line. Once you get here, it stops. You got to continue to build over time. And you got to know at an early age, what do you want for yourself? What do you want for your future? What do you want for the family that you're eventually going to have? And make every decision that you do, it has to align with that. So if you're seeing your friends, they're going down the wrong path, or it's okay to make sacrifices to build yourself a future. For me, I got 2 masters and 2 bachelors all within 4 years of school and playing basketball. And I didn't go to parties, I didn't have fun, I didn't go on vacation, I didn't spend many time with friends, and you know, delayed gratification is the word, is the phrase that I would say. That's a true proponent of success, where you can sacrifice today to invest in tomorrow. And I'll say that's the biggest lesson every child should learn. Being willing to sacrifice who you are today to live a better tomorrow.
I know, but she's ready now. Okay, all right, okay. That's fantastic. So what I heard was sacrifice, right? You have to make the sacrifices. And you kept saying the casual, you got 2 masters and 4 years. That's a major, that's a lot. Give him a round of applause for that. You're really humble. Okay, I've just been told that our guest who is online with us is available. Did you get the question earlier?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can, clearly.
Oh, wonderful.
Excellent. So a quick intro and then an answer to the question, please.
Yes, so I think you talked about how professionals in the diaspora can engage youth in Nigeria, if I recall your question.
Correct. How can Nigerians in the diaspora better mentor and invest and create? Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah, so it's all about building these relationships, particularly longitudinal relationships. And these will involve things like professional networking, mentorship, sponsorship, leadership development, but it really all boils down to professional relationships. So there are many organizations in the diaspora, in the US, Canada, in the UK that are very interested in giving back and connecting with our youth in Nigeria. So really just tapping into those opportunities and relationships, I think, will help build the country up and serve as this two-way bridge between professionals abroad and our youth in Nigeria.
I love that answer. Fantastic. And I'm going to use this opportunity to pitch that, you know, NIDCOM is the platform to integrate and consolidate a lot of these different agencies around the globe. So it's easy for us to plug in. It's a plug and play. So those of us that do have resources and opportunities, it's easy to plug in and play. Thank you so much for that. Moving on, my question is to Mr. Let me get to it. So Mr. Kiram, the media shapes how young people see themselves and their future. How can broadcasters, storytellers inspire ambition, purpose, and responsible leadership amongst Nigerian youth?
All right, thank you. It's a little bit complex, but I have to break it down. The younger generation of Nigerians have very good opportunity to learn. And in that connection, let me just give an example of what I said earlier when I tried to inform you that John Momo was my mentor when I was starting as a broadcaster. You see, when you have a focus as a person, irrespective of your age, that means you have a direction. And when you have a direction, it means you are going to achieve success. Success does not come easily. One has to persevere and, of course, ensure that you are tuning the right path of life. As a broadcaster, I have been privileged to actually meet people from different facets of life, from all professionals. And that being the case, I have gained knowledge from information which I gathered from different personalities that have actually engaged in the course of my career. As it concerns how the younger generation can build themselves, the case of having a mentor is very crucial and pertinent, because when you have a mentor, that means you are driving with focus. What actually happens to younger ones, in relation to the drug abuse we talked about earlier on, is the fact that you lack confidence. People who lack confidence are those who would want to go to add up by getting high through drug abuse, and that's not recommended for the younger generation of Nigerians, because your future is in your hands. In some of the programs I found myself in, talking to the younger generation of Nigerians, I think some of you are in a hurry to hit the headline. That is why even on social media, which gives you the tools and facilities to navigate the globe, some decide to use that negatively, and that has affected so many young people in Nigeria. Some are in jail, some are still passing through the court processes, and some are detained for their offenses on social media. So if you pattern yourself properly as somebody who wants to reach a great height, it is simple in the sense that you have to know that your future is in your hands, and that if you emulate, there is a possibility and the opportunities available to you when you now see someone whom you want to be like and work towards doing that. That's exactly what I did. And I know that all young people who have ambitions, because young people have ambitions, and on social media, for instance, some tend to abuse the social media based on the negativities that we are seeing today, like cyberbullying, moral decadence, and other behavioral patterns that are not norms and values of our people. And so I would like to encourage you, the younger generation of Nigerians who are here, to explore or leverage on the facilities and tools provided by social media to grow yourself. I understand that Nigeria has experienced or churned out millions or millionaires in the last 10 years on social media. There are some millionaires made online, and that means that they told the positive aspects of the social media, enhancing global connectivity, and of course other aspects of social media that can enhance your life, change your life, and of course they give you a direction.
Thank you. That's fantastic. Give me a round of applause for that. So what I heard is, one, you need mentorship, right? Mentorship for the young people. Remember, if you're writing this down, mentorship. Two is using social media positively, right? And not being part of cyberbullying. And of course, staying focused and staying grounded. Those are the things that I can.
Exactly.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you for that. Yes, you can give them a round of applause. Yes. It's free, as they said earlier. Miss, I said that right? So mental and physical are essential to success. How do you encourage young Nigerians to prioritize their health while breaking the stigma around mental well-being?
Wow, that's a big one. I think we just start with the basics because it gets overlooked. Go to sleep your 8 hours. These are just basic things, but I guess when you're a student, the first thing that goes out of the window for dedicated students that want to get masters in two masters in 4 years is they stop sleeping, and then things take a head dive or a nose dive from there. So I think basic sleep, eat as balanced as you can get your physical activity. And I think these three cornerstones, these three pillars end up being very important for a whole lot about all the decisions you can make from there on, like what kind of decisions, life choices you can make around the proper checks for your health. And then beyond that, mental health, I would say a lot of people have brought up support systems in various ways. I think it's really crucial that whatever you aspire to be like, you have people like that in your corner, that you actually make friends with people that you aspire to be like, so people that are healthy and living their lives fully and abundantly and are in good places mentally, to do your best in whatever capacity that you can, because some of us are caught in situations that are difficult to navigate, but to the extent that you can, to actually reach out to people that are living their lives in the ways that you choose to live them. And then it is my hope that as our primary health system that has been spoken about extensively yesterday gets more and more improved in our country, that we then also have tools to navigate actual health systems, so that if you notice, or if your friends or people around you notice behavioral changes, there are places to reach out to, physicians to go to, places to actually talk to people. Mental health gets stigmatized, and going to talk to therapists, going to talk to psychologists gets a bad rap. But it's really crucial that when you see your friend changing their behavior, or you see your family members saying things out of character, that we actually reach out to professionals and we engage professionals in our mental health and well-being, and that we're able to have friends that we can have real talk with and actually engage in deeper conversations around how we are navigating this world, because it can get really tricky out here in these streets. And so we want to have support. So to summarize, I would say go to sleep, eat well, exercise, make good friends, have people in your corner, and look out for each other, so that when you see other people going off track or speaking or behaving differently, you're able to be a support for someone else, and you're able to also assess yourself and reach out to people who are able to actually offer specialist care when needed.
I love that. Give her a round of applause, please. I love that. And I just want to add, and I love the fact that you summarize, because we want the young people to be able to write this and have practical steps. I just want to add to that, because the work we do in New York is specifically around young people's mental health well-being. It's important for young people as well to have adults that they can trust, because sometimes, especially within that age of 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and they're dealing with peer pressure, you may have people that you think are friends, and they may not necessarily be guiding you in the right way. So it's good to have a trusted adult that you can, have as a secondary support system. And of course, with the technology and social media, there's a lot of resource around mental health, which is like doing yoga, mindfulness practices around, breathing exercises, because we all, even adults, we deal with mental health, and we, as a culture, we approach it differently. So it's okay, young people, to be stressed out, to be dealing with pressures, but don't deal with it alone. Pressure is part of life, and adults deal with it also. Thank you so much for that.
I agree completely.
Thank you. Thank you. And then moving on, I want to Dr. Amiri. Are you with us? Very good. So artificial intelligence is transforming every industry. What skills should Nigerian youth begin developing today to remain competitive over the next decade?
All right. Thank you very much for that wonderful question. So, artificial intelligence, just as you said, is transforming the whole world all over, and the best thing you can do as a youth, and even if you think you're above a youth, you still need to plug into this wave, because technology goes through different phases: the deceptive phase, the disruptive phase, and ends up in the democratized phase where it's just everywhere. Everyone has intelligence. But the thing you need to know is that artificial intelligence is a magnifier of who you are. If you are a doctor, artificial intelligence will make you a better doctor. Whoever you are, whatever you are, it's just going to magnify who you are. So firstly, for skills you need to acquire, everyone must not be a developer, a software person, or anything. You just need to learn how to interface with AI technologies. Even if it's just the chatbots, learn how to use them. Learn how to use them responsibly. Learn how to use them to ask the right questions. Learn how to use it the right way. And I believe there are so many students here. Use AI responsibly. AI can be used to do your coursework and every other thing. But don't be tricked into feeling like you could pass your way through school with AI. Because after school, you're going to get a job and your skills will be needed. AI will only magnify the skills you have. AI on its own will not make you a good employee or whatever later on in life. So you need to use the AI to augment the skills you have, augment your skill up, augment whatever you're doing. And then specifically, if you want to go into the technical part of AI, just anybody here as a young person, just try to plan yourself well, allocate time, and start learning how to code if you can. Everybody must not code, but if you want to learn how to code, the basic thing you need is Python generally for AI. Learn how to code Python if you want to specialize in that field. But generally, be a problem solver. I believe problem solving is the major skill everyone should have, because with a problem solving skill, you are going to end up asking the right questions.
That's right.
And believe me, just any question you ask is valid. Don't make anyone make you believe otherwise. Thank you.
I love that. And of course, there's ChatGPT and Claude and the rest. So for those who can access, because there's different levels to it, find your niche. Find the one that works for you, but definitely stay engaged. And it is producing millionaires. And I love what you said about being a problem solver. Nigeria has a lot of issues and challenges. And what you want to be, rather than complain, is be a problem solver. And if you're a problem solver, you'll become very valuable and become very successful as well. So young people, key into that. So moving on. So Dr. Faith, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Very good, very good. As someone leading a non-for-profit organization, which is an NGO, you've worked directly with communities. What investments in young people consistently creates the greatest long-term impact?
Sure. So in our experience, and I'd like to first preface by saying, when I started UVAL Foundation, I was also a young person as well. It took mentors investing in me, whether through advice, whether through sponsorship, support, words of encouragement. That helped me feel valued, number one, helped with my confidence, and helped me to really do what God has already put inside of me to do. So at UVAL Foundation, for example, which can be applied elsewhere, we like to invest in our people, including young people. So we're a 100% volunteer organization. And practically this means providing opportunities that are inclusive for everyone to serve, including young people as well. We do that through ambassador programs, junior ambassador programs, and exposure to service delivery or global health, or different opportunities. You won't have to be a healthcare professional, for example, but just a place where people can get exposure to different things that are outside of maybe their community, or maybe it is in their community. They can develop different soft skills, learn about leadership, also life skills, interact with others. So I think a combination of all of these things, providing an opportunity where young people feel welcomed and, like it's not daunting
There's no expectation that they have to come with a pedigree or know a certain level of knowledge, but come as they are, and then be willing to invest into those young people in various ways.
I love that. Give her a round of applause. Love that, love that, love that. So Chris, coming to you. Personal branding has become an essential career skill. How can young Nigerians build credibility, communicate their value, and compete successfully in today's global economy?
That's definitely a great question, and there's fortunately a lot of tools that you can use to do that in today's world. Compared to even 5 or 10 years ago, you see the pace of technology is much quicker. There's something new to learn, something new to add. I think for young Nigerians, you have to throw yourself into...
You can move closer so that...
Yeah, so I think for young Nigerians, you have to really throw yourself into your passions and learn based around those passions, and that will allow you to kind of build your persona. If you go on social media, there are people that are building fantastic personal brands around being in fashion or teaching science or literature. But wherever you look at these people, you'll see that they have a dedication to their craft that leads them into continuous learning, to use those tools to better tell their own personal stories. So you don't really have to wait for permission to say, this is who I am and this is what I do. You can actually go out there, follow your passion, and learn according to that passion. If you're into fashion, build your brand, build your identity around that. Go to YouTube, find interesting mentors from YouTube, interesting topics you can learn and develop your craft with. That also directs you in terms of information to people that you can follow, foundations you can join, communities you can be a part of, and these things feed into you and help you build a personal brand. And in doing that, be as consistent as you can as you build yourself, as you follow your passions. That consistency, even if you're making mistakes, even if you go the wrong way here and there, is going to build a rock solid foundation for you going forwards. So I think really adopt the idea that you have to constantly learn, that learning being directed by what it is you're passionate about, and also to follow that passion to your signposts, whether that's mentors, whether that's communities, whether that's new ways of learning. These things will naturally build a brand around you if you're very, very consistent with it. And part of that consistency as well is putting yourself out there. What you do learn, the communities you are in, the mentors you are working with, put that out there. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't hide it away. Make sure you put yourself out there consistently, and your brand will naturally form. Don't think you have to come out perfectly formed at the beginning. Follow your passion. Consistently learn and consistently put yourself out there. That will build the bedrock of a proper personal brand as you go forwards.
I love that. I love that. I love the fact that you emphasize consistency, because that is key. The consistency, as Madame said earlier, is the key to success. Brother Kambi, can you give me a thumbs up how we're doing with time? Are we good?
I can answer that.
Okay, we're wrapping it up. So what I'd like to do now is, and this is a round robin, right? Let's not dwell too much on it. So give us just some closing point, a takeaway for the young people here. Just take a sound bite that they can leave with, so that they can remember that. And I'm going to start from the left, and very quickly we'll move to the right. Once again, a sound bite, not, we don't want to over-summarize the points.
All right, thank you very much. So let me just drop 3 points. Point number 1, your desires and your dreams are valid. Stay on it. Point number 2, get the right community. Get the right community wherever you are. Get the right community and then work with them. Then point number 3, money is always important, but at times relationships and networks are better. Thank you.
Love that. Nuggets. Chris?
In a lot of ways, I'm going to echo what he said. I think first and foremost, find your passion. Find the thing that no one has to beg you to do, no one has to ask you to put the hours into, and follow that. Secondly, remember, learning doesn't end at school. So whatever that passion is, let it guide you into continuously learning, continuously developing as you grow. And thirdly, stay as consistent as you can with those passions. It may not seem that way in the beginning, but if you are consistent, if you are driven, and if you truly love what you are doing, you will see results in the end.
Mine will be, I'll take from a word from him, passion. You can move from passion to portfolio, and that consistency will take you to portfolio. When my colleague John Momo established Channels TV, nobody believed an individual could do that as at that time, and today it's a reality. It's a leading network now in Africa, if you ask me. And again, if you are in school, try to learn something, skill, get a skill, no matter what it is. If you're a lady, it's hair braiding, whatever thing it is, learn something. Because most of our young men outside Nigeria are in jail because they went there without any skill. If you graduate, you are unemployable if you don't have skill. So that's what I'm going to add. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to answer, there's a lot of Nigerians abroad doing phenomenal work.
That's exactly true.
It's a small population that's in jail. I know it gets over-amplified, but the large population of Nigerians, every sector flourishing, just know that.
Moderator, why I actually amplified that aspect is because most of the times while I was on service, when you travel outside Nigeria, you meet these Nigerians I'm talking about, right? Even at the airports and elsewhere. It may be a small number of people, but it can affect the whole generality of the people in terms of our integrity as a nation.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you. I also just like to amplify the greatness that is happening. For me, keep God first. Really keep God first. Stay grounded in your spirituality, right? The second thing is find a mentor. This is super important for you young people. Find a mentor. It doesn't necessarily have to be these celebrity role models, but find someone in your community, because there are always people in your community doing great work. You may not see them immediately, but they're there. The third thing is make sure you volunteer. Volunteer with NGOs, volunteer with organizations. You will get two things. You'll learn some skills, and you may actually get hired there if they see that you're dedicated. Thank you.
On my end, I'm going to say something I hope doesn't get me in trouble because my father is in this room. So growing up, he would always say, technique, technique, everything is technique. And he would say it with this vigor and also say knowledge is power. And he had these loose words that he would just throw around, but these things were really crucial. Knowledge is power. I'm a woman running a very heavily science, technology, engineering, sometimes mathematics operation. Knowledge is power. You can be very powerful when you understand and when you have technique. So you always look for, don't force things to happen. When things are not flowing, when you're feeling like you can't get the thing done, figure out what is the knowledge that I'm missing here? What is the technique to get in here? And I also just want to echo something that has been said over and over here around being exemplary. In everything you do, do it with such vigor, such determination, such discipline. Whether anyone is looking at you or not, in the dark, in the brightness, in every circumstance, have character and just do it with your whole full heart, completely, because it really does set you apart. The places that I've ended up in, so unbelievable, from this thought around just being the same consistent character, regardless of who's looking at me. Thank you for the opportunity to share today.
For me, I will come from the NDLEA perspective. NDLEA moves around. There's something you call WADA, War Against Drug Abuse. We go to communities, to school. Each time you see the NDLEA WADA team in your school, don't just take it like it's one of those visits. Take it that they are telling you that you must not, no matter the pressure, no matter the coercion, that you should always say no to drugs. NDLEA also has a 24/7 toll line. There could be some people in the audience who are struggling with one thing or another. It's a toll-free line. It's actually 0800 10 20 30 40. We have psychologists there. We have counselors. We have psychiatric doctors, and we counsel in Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, and Pidgin language. It's just a call away. It's a toll-free line. So you can call in and then discuss whatever is bothering you, so you don't burden your mind with a lot of things. And then the NDLA has launched a Clean Beat 95.1 FM. That's actually the newest FM on block, and it's for the youth. Listen in, ask questions, and then ensure that you become the best version of yourself always. Thank you.
For me, it's really simple. If you go on my story and my social media and my NGO website, it's a foundational theme, and my quote and my motto always been, it's too late to fail. There's no such thing as being a failure. Failure is just a step, and it would breed success as a stepping stone to get to the level that you aspire to be. It's all about perspective, how you look at life, and every setback leads to a greater comeback. So for every student out there, every child, if you see the book bags that is given to you guys, the I Don't Care book bags, that's what bred it. To get to this point, I didn't make every jump shot, I didn't win every game, but I kept going. Life wasn't easy, but an easy life, it doesn't make tough people. And to really be truly successful and to get what you aspire in this world, you gotta go through the bumps and the bruises and persevere. So, with that being said, it's too late to fail. Believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything you want in this world if your mind believes it.
Thank you.
Yes, I would say how you start doesn't have to dictate how you finish. If I could share just a little bit. When I started out as a young person, I had a lot of struggles with my academics, with mental health as well. And I never knew that I would be here today. Now I have 4 degrees. I've gone to the top medical university, Johns Hopkins. But it looked nothing like that as a young person. And I would just want to say, no matter where you started, where you are, where you're from, how much money you have, who knows you, who doesn't know you, it doesn't matter. Each and every one of us, God has put in a purpose. And we all know it. If you have a vision, write it down, make it plain. 12 years ago, when I had the idea to start Yuval Foundation, I wrote it down in a notebook. The now logo, but a little bit different, of course. And I still have that notebook today. So write that vision down, make it plain, and have faith to just have courage and take that first step. And the last thing I'd say is just remember that with God, all things are possible.
Woo! I love that. So my closing remarks. Thank you for our distinguished. Thank you to our distinguished panelists for sharing your wisdom. Oh, the lady, the doctor online. Is she still with us? I don't see. I can't see. Oh, yes, she is.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Well, I would just say that very quickly, your background doesn't determine your future. Your development does. So develop your skills, your opportunities. Your greatest investment is your own development. So surround yourself with people, seek mentorship, and opportunities will follow you.
Thank you. Okay, so thank you to the distinguished panelists for sharing your wisdom and experience. Today's conversation reminds us that youth empowerment is not simply about creating jobs, it's about creating leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and citizens who will shape the future of our nation. Government and the private sector, civil society, and the diaspora each have a role to play. When we invest in young people, we invest in Nigeria's future. On behalf of NIDCOM, thank you all for joining us. Let's continue building bridges, creating opportunities, and empowering the next generation. Thank you, and please join us in a round of applause for the panelists.
Okay, please can we put our hands together for them? Okay, so we just take pictures now. If you could please just rise. I'd like to invite our chairman. Let me invite Dr. John Momo. Let me invite the rep of the Minister of Youth to just join the picture. And let me also invite Engineer Alfred, GMD of ARCO, to also join. Let's just take a group picture together. So.
Le billet est toujours empilé. En boîte je ne fais plus la mala, mais rajoute du champagne en pinard. Bébé, bébé, où t'es bébé, où t'es? Ce soir je suis pas la bobina, je ne suis pas le mec à Mila. Où sont passés ceux qui nous disent de faire la queue? Où sont passés ceux qui nous disent de faire la queue? Empilé, Michael Jackson, elle m'a dit l'un de tes qu'elle il est Michael Jackson, obligé de revenir pour tous les allumés.
Thank you very much. Let me very quickly recognize and appreciate our very special Olatinuke Erobobo Olani. Please can we put our hands together for her? She's not here alone. She's here with our DOA interns. All DOA interns, can we wave? Where are the interns? Yeah, thank you. Can we clap for them? Let's clap for them. Please put your hands together for them. We celebrate Olatinuke Oyeni. Thank you very much, ma, for coming. We especially and sincerely appreciate you. Okay, we'll now go straight to raffle. Every young person, this is very important now. This is a very key segment. We're about to leave here with some special gifts as part of our key empowerment. This event today also comes with empowerment. The idea is for young people to live with empowerment. And so I'd like to invite to moderate this segment, present gifts, and run through the raffle. Let me invite the head Program Development Department of our NICOM, and of course is the chairman local organizing committee for this movement and this program. I'd like to welcome Mr. Abiodun Akombi. Please can we put our hands together for him? Nigerian Diaspora Commission, head of Programs Development Department. Thank you very much. It's time, we need a second microphone. It's time for us to run this segment. Check 1, 2.
Thank you, Mr. MC. Good afternoon, everyone, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests. This is the moment we have all been waiting for. It's been so amazing to have you all join us this year again, just like we did last year. And very few of you were part of this program last year will testify to what NIDCOM did. And somebody was sharing with me just now. I said, where will they get this crowd? And it's quality crowd. I said, that's Mama Diaspora for you. She can pull even 2,000 crowd within 30 minutes. Can we give her a big round of applause, please? Thank you, ma'am, for this opportunity. Yeah, I just want to go straight because our time is fast spent. Our major sponsor of this program, ARCO Group, in his magnanimity, has decided to honor some wonderful and distinguished students and youth among us. He has decided to give a laptop to the best science students in all the secondary schools invited here today. Can we give him a round of applause, please? So in no particular order, because of our time, I will invite my boss, Honorable Abukedabiri Erewa, Dr. John Momo, and Engineer Ako himself to come close. We just called the students. We already have their names and their schools. They will come out and collect their gifts. Then, after then, we also have our dear brother, our very dependable partner, Bobby Digi Olisa. He comes every year with a gift. And he has come again this year with 10 tablets for lucky students here, which we are going to do a raffle draw about. Not enough, we also have our brother EJ Anosike. He has come with crested school bags for another 20 lucky winners here today. So we will try as much as possible to be snappy about it. So I will call in no particular order. Ginger Private School, Okibe Diva. Best student in science, please come up, please. Your Excellency Ma, Dr. John Momo and Engineer Ako, please come on stage to present this award. Okibe Diva, where are you? Where are you? Is that you? Okay, come here, please. Where's it? From Community Secondary School Asokoro, we have Dangana Naomi, best science student in the Community Secondary School Asokoro. Please come on stage. So she has a laptop and an award. And the reward for good work is more work, so you have to keep it going. Thank you, sir. Community Secondary School, Dangana Naomi, where are you? Is that you? Come on stage, please. To be followed by Non-Forgotten Initiative School. Non-Forgotten Initiative School, Alpha Sadiq. Alpha Sadiq, where are you? Where is it? Alpha Sadiq. Please run to the stage. Please keep clapping for them. It's not easy to be best students in their school in science. And HACO has decided to award and recognize and honor them. Okay, Alpha Sadiq, please come here. Mosque Charity Education Initiative, 100 Naira a day school. We have Godwin Ogatrona. Come on stage, please. Best student in science. Run to the stage, please. Run to the stage, please. We don't have time. Where is it?
How can they call your name for laptop and it's taking you time to come and collect free laptop?
Then it's followed by Government Secondary School Tudowada. We have OK Michael Chinedu. OK Michael Chinedu from Government Secondary School Tudowada, courtesy of ACO Group. You have a laptop and an award. Come this way, come on. Likewise, Model Secondary School, Metama, Ayemiro, Fathers Olamide. Best student in science, Ayemiro, Fathers Olamide. And Government Secondary School, Gariki, Abuja, we have Aliyu Zainab Bello. Best student in science, come for your laptop.
Ladies are now coming out. Can we celebrate them?
Yes.
Girls are coming out now.
Aliyu Zainab Bello. From Government Secondary School, Wuye, Adewumi Louis Oluwanishola. Government Secondary School, Wuye, Adewumi Louis Oluwanishola. Run to the stage, please. And from Government Day Secondary School, Wusetu, Abuja, Oyabola Iman Adejolako. Oyagbola Iman Adedola, from where are you? Run, please. Christian Community School, Wuse to Abuja. Oyato Ame Asey. Oyato Ame Asey. Run to the stage, please. Run to the stage.
She even came with her content creation.
From ICITE Arno Academy. We have Aisha Isa Yahaya. Run to the stage, please. Making 10 awardees from ACO Group. Can we all give a big round of applause to ACO Group, please? Where's the last person? Run to the stage, please. So thank you so much. Can we give a round of applause for ACO Group?
Thank you. I'd like to just quickly recognize and appreciate for coming all the way from Dallas. Let me celebrate Moji Williams. Can we clap for Moji Williams? Came all the way from Dallas. Where is Mr. Moji Williams? Oh, Madam Moji Williams. Please can we clap for her? Thank you very much, ma'am, for coming to be a part of
now to the other exciting part. Oh, okay.
Let me also welcome DG Diaspora Agency, Niger State. I'd like to welcome Ambassador Mohammed Danjuma. I think it's okay that we clap for Ambassador. Can we do that, please?
Yeah, thank you. So what we are going to do right now, we have 20 bags and 10 tablets to be given to whoever. It's a raffle draw. If you checked all the students, if you checked on your accreditation tag, you have a number on it. So if you are lucky and your number is picked, then you have a bag on a laptop. And we're going to do it simultaneously. One laptop, one tablet, one bag. So we start with the tablet. And I want to invite the Honorable Minister for Youth, he'll be represented here to come and pick the fourth raffle.
So this is absolutely your moment. Hold your tag very well.
I see a lot of people praying and fasting right now that their number should be called. Please come here, sir. Can we put your hand up?
Please pray very well.
Okay, sir. Pick it up. Now we are picking for a tablet. Pick one. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 6. If you are in the house, you have just won for yourself a tablet. Run to the stage. Run to the stage.
Wait, let's add. We need to add this running parts to it. If you are not coming fast, that means you are not 1, 2, 6.
Thank you. What school are you from? University of Abuja. That's interesting. So you can go back. So Honorable Minister, keep picking one more. Please pick one more, sir.
The University of Abuja just got one tab for themselves. Can we clap for them? Come on. Come.
Now you are picking. They have picked another one for the a crested bag from DJ Anosike, the basketballer. I have here with me 256.
Crested bag.
256.
From the celebrity basketballer.
Right to the stage. 256. Amazing. That's also, you have won for yourself a bag. Thank you. Honorable Minister, thank you, sir. You can have your seat. Oh, yes, they said you are going to say just 2 minutes. Good way. That's it, sir. Just 2 minutes.
very much. On behalf of the Honorable Minister, I want to thank the Nigerian Diaspora Commission for organizing this wonderful workshop. I want to say that the Honorable Minister would have loved to be here, but he's not here because of other pressing official assignments. Well, he asked me to bring his felicitation to this organization to say that what you are doing is in line with the mandate of the ministry to develop the young people, and recently we have also branched into the issue that has to do with youth health. So just to say that we are in support of what is happening here, and thank you very much. There's no time.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Youth, AP represented. God bless you, sir.
Please, can we clap for him? Let's celebrate him.
Now we call on the special guest, Dr. John Momo, to come and pick the raffle draw, sir. And right now, he's picking one tablet and one bag. So we go with the tablet first. Shake it very well, please.
We need to confirm.
Sir, can we see your hand up to
Sir,
make sure?
can you raise your hand to show it's empty?
Okay, sir, please, you have the phone. Just one, sir. 375. You have won yourself 375.
If you don't run down here, we'll change our mind.
Thank you. You're lucky. Okay.
She got a tablet for herself. Let's confirm. Where you from? Where you from?
University of Abuja.
Abuja again!
Another lucky winner for the crested bag from Anosike. 362. No. 326.
326. Crested bag. 326.
If it's not in the house, Dr. Jamana will pick another one. 326.
Wait, sorry, sir. Wait.
Okay, sir, you can pick
326.
326 is not in the house.
Going, gone.
Gone. Pick another one, sir. For the crested bag from our brother EJ. 071.
No, it's gone, no. Where are you from? It's a young lady.
What school are you from?
What school?
Huh?
Okay.
Gingers.
Let's allow her.
Thank you. But now that Dr. John Moma has picked another one, we will still go for another bag. Yes. So now we have 071. A crested bag for 071. Going 071.
You should be checking this thing, oh.
Do we have him or her here? Run to the stage.
Why are you changing the time?
Check.
Oh, you were not angry this one. You had it.
We are not angry. Oh yeah, please give it. Oh yeah, come here, please. Thank you.
Please, if you are with your tag, hang it on your neck. Hang it on your neck.
Hang your tag on your neck.
And check your number to save us a whole lot of time.
To pick another for the tablet, we have Mr. Ayowoduni, City Councillor from Canada, please. Come on stage, sir. Mr. Ayowoduni. Thank you. A round of applause. Thank you, sir, for coming. Mr. Ayowodin is speaking through as well for one tablet and one bag. Please, can we see your hands up, sir? Okay, sir.
The hands are clean. The hands are clean.
For another lucky winner, we have for the tablet, we have 147.
147. Check your tag quickly.
Run, if you
don't run, we change our mind. Run to the stage before we change our minds. Very good, very good. She's very fast. You don't want to miss it.
Okay, congratulations. Thank you. You can have the seat. One more for the bag, please. Another one for the bag.
University of Abuja again. University of Abuja. We have to screen them.
For a lucky winner.
Wait, sorry, sir. Everyone from Abuja, go home. We are done.
For another lucky winner for the crested bag from Anosike, we have 294.
294. 294. Not available.
When Kamotudo start to play.
Not available.
Going.
Oh, look.
NYSC.
NYSC.
Thank you so much. Have your back. Thank you so much, Mr. Ayowodin, for coming. The next,
these gifts are from Anosike Ejimofo, Nigerian American basketball star. Is the one doing this, and
okay.
Very good. Is there?
Mr. David Akoji, Director Special Duties, State Operation from NOA. Please come on stage, sir.
David Akoji.
Okay. Okay. Honorable Joe Ogedemure. Please come on stage, sir. Chairman, British Nigerian Council. He is going to pick two. One, the tablet from our dear brother, Honorable Bobby Digi Olisa, and the bag from EJ Anosike.
Let's see your hands very well. Okay.
The next lucky winner for the tablet from Bobby Digi Olisa, 386.
386. Check that. No, wait. Is it for University of Abuja? No. There's something wrong with University of Abuja. Maybe it's because Dr. Jimon,
I want to
stand up, let us see you. Where is Professor Omaredi? Professor, you see these two men from University of Abuja, and you are also there.
I want to believe the Vice Chancellor of the University of Abuja has been doing fasting and prayer for the past 1 week.
I'm telling you.
That's amazing. Can we give them a big round of applause?
University of Abuja, but after this one, they should go home.
I'm picking another one, please. For the bag from Anosike. The crested bag from Anosike. We have, this is a figure that everybody don't want to associate with. But we will call it 419.
419.
Who is 419 here?
Take your time quickly. Take your time quickly.
Run to the stage, please.
Where do you come from? Which one? Which school are you? Which school? Make it fast.
This one is the 2419.
From which school?
Very fast. Charles University. Can we give them a round of applause?
Mary Charles University.
Okay, Mr. Demore will pick one more for the tablet from Bobby Dingo Lisa. Tablet, please.
Okay, please, sir, while we are just speaking that, I just want to recognize very quickly from Shell. Let me recognize Tolu Kasim. Please can we put our hands together from Shell, Tolu Kasim. Thank you very much.
Another lucky winner for the tablet by our brother Honorable Bobby Dingo Lisa. 154.
154. Check your tab very quickly.
154. That's one for the tab.
If you don't run, we change our mind.
Thank you. So, Honorable Joe Ogundemurin, thank you for coming. You can have your seat. I'd like the representative of NOADG is here. Mr. David Akoji, can you come on stage, please?
Come on stage and do us a raffle draw. You see where we get to.
So now we are going for the
David Akoji.
For the crested bag from RFCK. Please pick a raffle draw, please.
Well, let us see your hands. Are they clean? Aha, their hands are clean. No super glue. All right, very good.
Another lucky GJ, bring it up, please. Another lucky winner for the crested bag by RFCK. 393.
393. I hope you know University of Abuja. It's your day. It's your day. Wow. This is serious. Come this way. Check the tag very well. Check the number.
You're talking, I'm cool.
Then we will pick another one. Okay, thank you. We will pick another one for the tablet.
Proceed to the chairman.
From Pick another one, sir. No, this is empty. Another lucky winner for the tablet.
This is a special number.
288.
288. Check it up. Ooh. Fantastic. 288. Wonderful. From which school? Which school?
JSS. GDSS will say two. Can you give him a round of applause, please?
GSS will say two. Government Diaspora School will say two.
The Cuban ambassador, Your Excellency, we need your attention on the stage, sir. The Cuban ambassador, Your Excellency, please come on stage.
Miss Miriam Morales, our dear friend, we welcome you on stage.
You are also going to pick twice. One for the last one was the bag. Okay, one for the bag and one for the tablet.
Your hands are clean. No super glue, very clean. Yes.
Your Excellency, can you pick, please? For the bag. She's picking one for the bag. Another lucky winner for the bag from RFCK. 119.
119. Check it up. Check your task. From where? Make it fast.
Run to the stage, please.
Make it fast. From which school?
University of Abuja is here. This is
interesting.
Wow, thank you.
Proceed to
She's speaking now.
To the chairman. Hey, this way. Go see chairman and have a handshake with the chairman and the basketball star, American.
Another lucky winner has emerged for the tablets from Bobby Dingo Lisa. 216.
216.
Okay.
Make it fast.
Run to the stage. Here we go.
One time,
Which school?
you already know somebody.
North Charity School, Kuje. Give him a round of applause. Thank you, Your Excellency. Well, before you let okay, Our Excellency is speaking one more for the badge now. No, the last one was for the badge. Okay, yeah, this is for the badge.
217. 217.
Come on stage now, Mr. Olusheye Timileyin, please come on stage. Mr. Olusheye Timileyin, please come on stage. Thank you, Your Excellency, for coming. Mr. Olusheye,
Thank you, the Cuban ambassador, Miriam Morales. Thank you for the exercise. Thank you.
So please, he's speaking for the tablet. Another lucky winner for the tablet from Bobby Digi Olisa is 219.
No, check.
291.
291. Check your attack quickly. 291. Wow. Hey.
Yes,
wonderful. Smartphone. So excited. DJ, be checking us up here.
What's the name of your school? What's DJS? Government Day Secondary School, Wusetu, Abuja. Please give him a round of applause. Mr. Olusheye is going to pick one more for the part.
Thank you.
Pick one more for the part, please. How many bags do you have? Yeah, please. For the part, we have another lucky winner. 479.
479. Check your tag quickly.
479.
479. Check your tag.
The National Youth Service Corps has made
NYSC. Move with alacrity.
Walk to the stage, please. Walk like a
copper.
Walk like a copper.
Not a lazy copper. Active, gallant.
Thank you, Mr. Olusheye, for coming.
Have you checked your attack very well?
Next, we have Professor Emeritus Ifeoma Okoye. Please come on stage, man. Professor Emeritus Okoye, please come on stage, man. Okay. We have two tablets left, and Professor Emeritus Ifeoma Okoye is going to pick one. Then we'll call another person. So, Mark, can we see your hands up? Okay. Can you pick one of the rapid draw, man?
Whispers of the girl I was before. I try to hide her in yesterday's rain.
Thank you, Mark. We have another lucky winner for the tablet. 418.
418. 418.
Another
run to the stage. Make it fast. Walk fast. Walk fast. The stage. NYSC.
Thank you.
Decide my name. I am not the ashes, I am the flame. Every scar is proof I survived.
Thank you, thank you. Professor, you're going to pick another one for the thank you.
Hear me now, I'm breaking free at last. I am more than the weight of my past. Oh, tomorrow, open your eyes.
Another winner of the match. for the bag, crested bag from Anosike. 433. 433.
433.
Dear diary,
Check your title clip. Another NYC, another core member. Wonderful. Fantastic.
sentence I can read.
So University of Abuja and NYC have come here to dominate everyone. Wow, give them a big round of applause.
Building walls of memories that last. Still I hold on to fragile hope.
Thank you, Professor Emeritus.
Beautiful bags.
For the final,
you can go. Yeah.
For the final round of the raffle draw for the tablet, we want to bring on stage the engine room of NIDCOM, our boss, engineer Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi, to come and pick the raffle draw. Can we give him a round of applause?
A round of applause to engineer Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi.
Freeze when it's real and you still
The veteran. All aspects. Your hands are clean. Your hands are clean.
Take it together very well.
Yes.
If I reach for you, will the truth show through?
Wonderful.
When the best thing I never.
We have another lucky winner for the tablet from Honorable Bobby Digi Olisa. 373.
373. From where? From where? Wow. 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 Wonderful. Wonderful. Good one. Smart girl. Smart girl. Wonderful. Confirm. No. Lydia. Music. Wait. 373.
University of Abuja 373. Yeah?
University of Abuja again. Again. And last one. Dr. Jino
is going to pick one more for the bag.
Dr. Jino, see me after this occasion.
Thank you, sir. We have another one for the crested bag from Anosike. 059.
Listen.
059.
059. It looks like it's on the University of Abuja again. Oh, okay. Okay.
059. Please check.
Confirm. Correct. One just good.
Modern Secondary School by Tama. Give her a round of applause, please.
Modern Secondary School by Tama.
The gift is from Anosike, the Nigerian American basketballer. Thank you.
Thank you.
So become is
fantastic.
Virgin Williams, please come on stage to pick some raffle draw.
Thank you. Thank you.
Madam, please. Can we see your hands up? She's going to pick twice.
The hands are clean.
For the bag, we have exhausted the tablets. Yes. Can we give a round of applause for Bobby Digi? I've always been doing this every year, and we appreciate it. He's a very dependable partner. Thank you, Honorable Bobby Digi. So for the bag, yes, for the bag now.
Wow, beautiful.
006.
Check 006.
For the crested bag by Anosike. Walk fast to the stage, please.
Walk fast. If you are the one. Walk fast, walk fast.
What square are you from? What square are you from? Community Secondary School at Sokoro. That's good.
Community Secondary School at Sokoro.
That's good.
Going home with you.
Now you take one more for us. So go and take a picture with our students. Take one more. Another one for the bag. 027.
027. Check it out. Check your tag. Oh, that's a good one. That's good. Very fast. That's good. Very agile. Wonderful. Excitement. You can see the excitement.
Not forgotten initiative school.
It's not forgotten initiative school.
Forgotten her.
No.
Big round of applause. Thank you.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Go get a picture with Bobby Olise and Anosike with our children.
Madam Morelike Olasepiko, can you come on stage please to pick the raffle draw? Miss Morelike Olasepiko, please come on stage and help us with the raffle draw.
Thank you. Come on stage.
Yeah, you're picking. How many do you have left? We have 5 bars left. So can you pick 2? Pick one first. No, one after the other. Let's do one.
Okay.
Another lucky winner has been matched for the badge by Anosike. 450.
450. Check it out. Check your attack very quickly.
450.
Wow, this is a lucky one there.
Yeah, take it again. I can see.
Come with your attack very quickly.
Everyone else is taking it again. Good.
Yeah, put on your attack.
Yeah, put on your attack.
You check your number. Check your number.
Thank you. That's the gift out of CK. Thank you. Madam Morelike, help us to go. Go and take a picture with Anosike.
Take a picture with Anosike, Chairman, and Bobby Olise.
We have another winner for the badge. 079.
079. Check your tag. It's a lucky winner. Check it again. 079. From this way, this angle.
Okay, we have got it. From that.
Make it fast. Okay, confirm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Confirm.
Let me call Professor Magaji. Please come and pick one Abuja. The Director of Migration Studies from University of Abuja. Please just come up.
Professor Magaji, Director of Migration and Security Studies.
Yeah, you can go, Madam. Professor Magaji, please, can we see your hands up? Okay, please pick a raffle draw, sir.
Your hands are clean.
Pick one.
Stay. Fantastic.
We have another lucky winner. 455.
455. Check it out.
455.
Wow, come back to make it fast. Lucky winner. Fantastic. Smart girl. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, sir. The representative of the NDLA, DG, please come on stage and pick one raffle draw, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Picture with Anosike.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Another, you can sit, sir. Thank you, sir. That's our NDLA woman.
Yes.
Can we see your hands up, please?
Your hands are clean.
So please pick one.
Just stay, don't look in.
Don't look further, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Very good.
We have another lucky winner. 016.
016. Check on your tag.
016. Oh, I think we have one from there. That's
wow.
Good.
Make it fast.
How many left? 2 more left. Okay. 016.
016. Check, confirm. Confirm the tag. Is it original?
Dr. Adole, please come on stage and pick one raffle draw for us.
Dr. Faith Adole, Global Foundation.
Go and take a picture with Anosike. Dr. Adole, UVOL Foundation. Please, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the hands are clean.
Yeah. Another winner has emerged. 058.
058. Check very well.
058.
058.
Thank you. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. Last but not the least, we leave it for our Mama Diaspora herself. Your Excellency Ma, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Igrewa, the big masquerade here.
Mama Diaspora.
Please come on stage and pick the last raffle draw.
Mama Diaspora, the indefatigable woman, the outmost.
Give Mama Diaspora a big round of applause, please.
And come on stage.
Is this not interesting?
Very interesting.
Students and youth corps, is this not interesting? Do you want us to repeat this next year and bigger?
Yeah, much more.
Diaspora, a big round of applause, please.
Mama Diaspora, we didn't see your hands.
We didn't see your hands.
Oh, okay. Very good.
At least I can command my boss now today as I am now. I can tell my boss what to do.
Check it out.
The last but not the least, by our Mama Diaspora herself, the chief host of this event.
The host.
The host, the chief host. We have 150.
150. Check your tag very well.
Lucky number 1.
Check very well.
0.
They say a lucky winner coming around.
Walk fast. Is that University of Abuja again?
No, I don't think. University of Africa, they started and rounded up. Fantastic. Wonderful.
And the last winner, and from Nidcom, we'll give you 250,000 naira.
Fantastic. Abuja University of Abuja.
We have the certificate here for all the schools. Certificate of attendance. We just called the school and the official from the school will come on stage and receive on behalf of the entire school. So from University of Abuja, can we have the official? The entire
official from, while that is happening, please, Farida, can you step forward for your press presentation? Farida, please.
University of Abuja, the official to collect the entire certificate on behalf of the 120 students from University of Abuja. Please come on stage, please. University of Abuja. NYSC, please.
NYSC.
National Youth Service Corps, please come.
NYSC representative
from different faculties who have segmented them just to share it with them. Thank you for coming.
NYSC,
we appreciate you. NYSC, Mr. Pius, he has been an amazing man.
Next, with the next school, please.
Thank you. Yeah, next one. Veritas University, come on stage. Veritas University. Modern Secondary School, Metama. Please come on stage quickly. We are behind the schedule. Please, we want to round up quickly. Veritas Government Secondary School.
Veritas.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, doctor. Thank you. Modern Secondary School.
Next.
Government Secondary School, Tunduwada.
Government Secondary School, Tunduwada.
Ginger's Private School, please come on.
Ginger Private School.
Norsk 100 Naira a day charity school, please come.
Norsk. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Christian school, community Christian school, come on.
Community. Ginger, right? Knox. Yes.
Community secondary, Christian secondary school, Asokoro.
Christian secondary school, Asokoro.
GSC Arno Academy. GSS Gariki, please come.
Arno Academy.
Not forgotten, come on stage, please.
Not forgotten, come take your certificate.
Government secondary school.
Government secondary school.
Thank you, sir. Government day secondary school, Wuse. Christian community.
Christian community.
FCT secondary school board, the officials.
Officials of the secondary school board.
The HCB has been so amazing. That secondary education board, they helped us in organizing 5 schools. We really appreciate it.
Wonderful. Thanks so much.
Government secondary school, Wuye. Christian community school, thank you.
Wuye, government secondary school, Wuye. What's the last one?
Are we living out any school?
Is there any school
secondary school
not captured?
I remember this memory.
Thank you.
Thank you all, and God bless you next year by God's grace.
Thank
you very much. Thank you. Your Excellencies, special guests, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a very wonderful interlude before we begin to see how to land the flights. I have a young lady with me here. She's very talented. For the next couple of minutes, maybe just 2, she will give us a very wonderful poem presentation, and I assure you that you will love it. With so much energy, with the right vibe to encourage her. Our chairman really wants her to be great and want to do that together. Can you give her a loud round of applause? And Farida comes for her poem. Farida, please.
They said the brain drain left us bleeding. But what if the veins just stretched across ocean? What if the hands that left did not leave us empty, but became echoes in foreign hospitals, learning how to stitch a nation back together with threads of stethoscope and second chances? Ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, distinguished guests, and our amiable host, the chair of NIDCOM, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Erewa, OON. My name is Soba Farida Bakari. I'm a student at the Knox 100 Naira Ide Charity Secondary School. I stand here today not to mourn the flight, but to name the return. Because Diaspora is not a graveyard of talent. Diaspora is a laboratory. It is Nigeria in a scrub in Canada. It is Ghana with a scalpel in the UK. It is Kenya reading x-rays in Texas when her heart still beats to drum beat at home. They may call it Japa, but maybe it was deployment. What if we harness it? Harness like we harness electricity, so that the child in a rural clinic does not die of inhospitality. Not lack of doctors, not lack of care, just lack of connection. You can't build a nation on sick people. You can't call it independent if you are still dependent on crisis. So don't ask how do we bring them back. Ask how do we bring the broken back. Because the expertise, the networks, the telemedicine, the audacity to believe that distance is just a geography. To every policymaker in this room, don't build walls, build portals. Because intelligence is across those borders. Let data travel faster than flights, so that a stethoscope in Manchester can see a heartbeat in Maiduguri. So let's harness our diaspora. So national development will not just be a speech, it will be a blood pressure reading stable. It will be a blood pressure reading stable. Maybe they didn't leave us, they expanded. And now we connect the expansion back to the center. Because a nation that harnesses its diaspora does not just survive, it builds. it heals, and it leads. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can that clap come a little louder for her? Come on.
You're on to Channels Television and you've been watching our live broadcast of the National Diaspora Day and Merit Awards 2026. And this marks the end of the broadcast.